Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is HD StarCraft, and I'm ready to bring you guys another set of StarCraft 2 matches. Today, I'm going to show you guys a game between ST.Bomber and SK.MC, and I'm delighted to say that this is not from IPL. This set of replays just got released about today, and hasn't even been upvoted yet or anything like that, but I expect that the votes will blow up on it because it is two top Koreans, Bomber and MC, and you know, like I said, I'm very happy that it isn't from IPL because it gives me a new fresh set of replays to look at. Protoss versus Terran. The map is going to be Metropolis. MC, the blue Protoss, spawning opposite from his 12 o'clock opponent, and he is spawned to the southwest position at the 9 o'clock. I'm actually going to be going out pretty soon today, guys. I don't go out very often. I'm a nerd just like you guys. And just to prove how nerdy I am, I'm going to be going to play some Resident Evil, the trading card game. Never played it before. I used to play Magic the Gathering a lot and even played Pokemon. That was like my first venture into trading card games. But I'll be playing Magic the Gathering, not Magic the Gathering, Resident Evil, the trading card game. That'll be pretty fun. I haven't played it before, but I heard it's pretty awesome. And also, I just wanted to let you guys know, inform you guys that I have been playing Terran, and I've been practicing a lot of Terran. Now, all the Zerg guys out there, please don't be sad. You know, I haven't quit Zerg or anything like that. I've just been getting a lot more practice under Terran. And I think you guys will recall I said I wanted to play more of every race, just to play more of every race. Try to understand the little intricacies about the matchups that only a player can understand. And so, one thing I can sympathize now with Terrans is this annoying probe at the front when it starts to harass your SCV. Man, that is so annoying, especially in the hands of a player like MC or Huck. Oh god, they will just annoy you to death, and luckily it looks like Bomber well versed in the practice of SCV versus Probe Micro and able to keep that alive. But yeah, I'm thinking about bringing you some games that I've played as Terran. I've been practicing quite a bit, and I have some fun little builds that I try out. Let me know. I'll try to come out with something like that. I also will be giving away some headsets very soon, probably today or tomorrow. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. And it looks like this probe was able to get out of harm's way, but it did not get a SCV kill. So that's actually a victory for Bomber, despite himself getting scouted. You know, that's to be expected. Now, Bomber has opened up with 1 Rax into expansion here on Metropolis. Totally conventional. That's what most Terrans will do in Terran versus Protoss. Remember, Terran's strength is the mid-game. They try to build up forces, and then they try to dictate the pace of the game in the mid-game against Protoss. Just like Terran versus Zerg, you don't really want to let Zerg or Protoss get ahead of you. You don't want to let it stretch itself out into the late game. That's where you're going to have a lot of problems, and that's where Terran typically kind of falls short. Now it looks like MC going to be going with 2 gases, most likely going to have a 1 gate 2 gas expansion. This is actually safer than 1 gate 1 gas expansion, and the reason why I say that is because you get more sentries out. You can hold off something like a 2 Rax much more easily, although 2 Raxes against Protoss are pretty uncommon. You know, it's just good to know that you've got sentries, and sentries are very safe to have at the front door. Alternatively, SK.MC could save up a lot of his gas here and do something crazy. It looks like he's going to get the Nexus down first at least, and here it comes. But I wonder what he's going to go with the extra gas. Is he going to funnel out some sentries right now? He's already got 1 on the field and the second one on the way. And he's saving up quite a bit of chrono boost. Huh. That's actually a little interesting. Could he be going for Dark Templars or something crazy? You know, usually when a Protoss saves up this much gas, and on top of that saves up this much chrono boost, it's got to be something like a Stargate or a Dark Shrine. I don't think it's a Stargate, though, because he would have built it already, unless he's trying to save them for 2 at a time. Stalker comes in here, though, tries to get a scout off, but it gets repelled by Marine Fire. And, uh-oh, we do have a Twilight Council on the way. This has got to be for Dark Templars. It can only be one thing. He did drop a chrono boost on his Nexus, maybe feeling that he needed a little bit more probes, now adding on a 2nd and 3rd gateway. And, you know, all signs right now pointing to DTs. Right now, Bomber has 4 barracks, but note, you know, Bomber going for really no tech at all. You choose your paths in StarCraft 2. Either you're going to go economy, you're going to go tech, or you're going to go attack and rush. I think what Bomber did here is really he forewent any technology at all, but he's going to have a lot of marine production and a lot of economy to kind of balance out that fact. What MC went for, however, is just pure tech. Yeah, he did get a Nexus, but it's pretty much a tech-based route here, and he is going for Dark Templar. And he's got a robotics facility, so he's going to be making a warp prism here to try to funnel in DTs. But will Bomber be able to sniff this out with his attack? I don't think so. MC's got too many sentries here, but he's got to be careful about the force fields. Doesn't want to expend too much. Bomber likewise has to be careful. Doesn't want to let his Marines get caught in the front. Oh, no! Oh, that was terrible for him, losing 4 or 5 Marines there. And I think Bomber would have been better served just waiting for the 2 force fields right here to, you know, vanish, and then go in, thereby forcing MC to throw out 2 or 3 force fields rather than just 1 to cut off that army. Now MC pushing this army away, and really when Marines don't have stim, this is the problem because Bomber, you know, really didn't get any gas early on at all. The Stalkers in the hands of a player like MC are going to be able to out-micro you all day long. They have additional range. They don't have to worry about the speed from stim pack, and oh man, these Marines are going to get hunted down like prey. And MC now just, you know, deciding I don't want to run up the ramp. That's a little risky because I can't see up there. There could be more Marines. So that was a wise choice to fall back. But now, this is the real ace card. The Warp Prism is on the way. And, you know, Dark Templar are ready to go. Look at the build, so streamlined. He's got his Warp Gates. Well, maybe they're not all completely off cooldown yet, but they should be pretty close by the time. Oh, look at that. He warped in DTs under the Warp Prism. That's why they were off cooldown, because he was just going to lift them in the Warp Prism in the first place. And now, I don't know if Bomber's prepared for this. He doesn't have an extra orbital for another pair of comsats. He has an engineering bay, but he doesn't have missile turrets ready. And the real threat is the continual warpage of Dark Templar. It looks like he just wasted his only comsat right there on the DT, but now there's another DT inside the main base, trying to get missile turrets up right now. MC can take out the missile turrets first if he wants to. But it looks like he's just going to go after the SCVs, and wow, MC is just going to slice his dice his way to victory here, and the worker kill tab going up to 20 almost. Finally, the missile turret comes up, but not before these DTs claim so many lives. They just killed off so many SCVs, and now Bomber doesn't really have any opportunities to get back into it. You know, if he had a macro orbital, I would say maybe he can come back. But without a macro orbital, with him being down about half the workers that MC's got, it's going to be so hard, so difficult for Bomber to really pull back into this game. And he still hasn't eliminated the Dark Templar threat inside his base. It's just finally has gone down, but oh good grief. You know, what Bomber might be thinking right now is, I gotta make a timing attack. I know my opponent went for Dark Templar, so that should therefore translate into him having a weaker army. So if I make an attack here and I save up my energy for comsats, I might be able to make something happen, and I think that's what Bomber's trying to do right now. But does he have stim? Yes, he does. Alright, so he's got at least the best offensive upgrade he can get, but MC, so prepared. He's got tons of warp gates ready to go, and of course the logical progression after DTs is Blink or Templar Archons, and it looks like MC's gonna have Blink Stalkers coming pretty soon here, and the force fields couldn't have been better. Oh, Bomber, you know, I might imagine I'd say, hey, he shouldn't have ran up that ramp. That was a little hasty, but in his position, he had to make something happen. He had to attack. Didn't have time to go the long way around. Didn't have time to wait outside here for more forces. He had to go then and there, and unfortunately, MC really was prepared for it. He was totally prepared for it, and now MC's just going to make a counterattack. He's got an Archon. He's got Blink Stalkers. He's got everything going for him. Bomber's just going to have 3 bunkers, and we'll see if Bomber can hold off with the bunkers, but the problem, of course, is the Blink Stalkers can go right into your base, and the force fields! Oh, man! You want to save your own base? Too bad! You're going to have to fight me out here, says MC. And, I think we're going to see the GG pretty soon here. Remember, guys, this is a best of 3. And Bomber there dropping the GG. This is a best of 3, so we will have games 2 and 3 coming up, potentially 3. MC might win 2 in a row. But we will have the next game coming up after this. I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. I can't really think of much to really dissect, except to say that it was a nice strategy from MC to go for the Dark Templar. You know, with the spawn points the way they were, very fast for a Warp Prism to quickly shuttle its way over to the Terran base. I think you know, if you've got DTs, use them. And he did. So he used everything that he could possibly do to win the first game. And you know, if Bomber had an extra orbital, the macro orbital, if he had the missile turrets up just a little bit sooner, He might have been able to defend it. The thing about playing Terran here, and I've kind of discovered this about Dark Templars in TVP, is when the Dark Templars are starting to make their way in your base, if you don't have an orbital ready with enough comm sats, or if you don't have missile turrets ready to go, if you're not prepared for it, you can very well lose the game. But if you are prepared for it, you can very well win the game. So it's kind of a trade-off. Anyways, we'll see you guys in Game 2. This is HD, signing out.